World War II was won for many reasons by the Allies, one of them being a scheme, a prank, a big-time dupe job that Hitler fell for hook, line, and sinker like the big, dumb, evil idiot he was. This is Laughs from the Past, and that's what we're talking about today. All right, what's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us. Another episode of Laughs from the Past, in which I tell Jake a story from the past, and we have some laughs. How you doing, Jake?
I'm doing well, Jimmy. As you just saw, it delayed the broadcasting, but I'm a Denver Broncos fan, and they just won a game that they were down 12-0 and came back and won. So that's something.
That's up. Did they use any trick plays in the game?
Not that I saw. I was doing a lot of stuff throughout, but no, I didn't see any trickeration.
Because this is what we're talking about today, a trick play.
Ooh.
In the game that was World War II.
Isn't this our second World War II trick play, kind of?
Yeah, we did the laxative prank and the fake army, the ghost army.
So third, yeah.
Yeah, this one is some trickery.
Okay.
How crazy is it there's trick plays in war? Like, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of crazy.
I'm a full deception guy. Well, we're relating football and war. I'm the play caller. Like, there's football coaches out there that are like, we got to be better and beat them at it. Like, run right at them. I'm the guy that's like, no, let's make everybody look that way and then give it to the guy over there.
Yeah, why work harder when we can work smarter?
Right?
It's life, man. All right.
So what do you got for me, Jim?
The dead man that duped Hitler.
Wow.
You excited when you find out about Hitler being dumb?
I guess so.
Well, he's a bad guy.
Bad guy. All-time bad guy.
All-time bad guy. Top of the list is all-time bad guy.
Yeah, numero uno. Bad guy.
Yeah, all right. So in early 1943, the Allies were getting ready to invade Nazi-occupied Europe from North Africa. Their destination was the island of Sicily. For the invasion to succeed, it was absolutely critical that the enemy be caught off guard. So British officers concocted a fantastic scheme. So picture in your heads, picture Africa. If you can't picture Africa, it's an island. It's a landmass. Above it is the Mediterranean Sea. So you got like Egypt and then sea. And then on the other side of that sea is Italy. Sicily's the island off Italy. Further a little bit to the left there is Greece, right? And you got like Croatia and all those countries.
Sure.
So they're crossing the Mediterranean Sea. Actually, I'm going to make sure that I'm like correct.
Okay. I believe in you.
Me too. I'm always thinking about the people that are doubting. Okay. So Greece is to the right of Italy. So I was wrong there. That's what I was worried about. So there's, so Italy's kind of right above like the middle of Africa. And then you got Spain is to the left above Morocco. This is all the Mediterranean Sea is in between of it. So they're going to cross the Mediterranean and they're going to invade Italy or Greece or Turkey or France, wherever is being occupied by the Germans. But they need the element of surprise. It is crucial that they can't just have all the Germans sitting there waiting. So actually in our previous episode, Jake, what they did then, because when they were coming from England on D-Day, they put the fake army over in the other place that was the closest over the water.
Right. So
the Germans had all their finest soldiers and the most ramifications further east when you look at it from in Dorsey, I think it's called. So they're doing the same thing again, but they need to think of another way. I guess the ghost army can only be done so many places.
Sure.
This plan The Ghost Army's crazy. This plan's a little crazier. So it's called Operation Mincemeat.
Tough name.
Tough name, like isn't a bad name, or like no, that's a
Bad name. If Operation Mincemeat goes poorly, everyone's gonna be like, yeah,
saw that coming, dummies.
yeah.
Okay, so they grabbed a corpse from a London morgue and gave him a completely new identity.
Okay.
He was outfitted with a uniform and papers placed in his pockets, identifying him as Major William Martin, a military courier. A briefcase was chained to his wrist. Inside, British spy masters planted forged documents suggesting that the target of the invasion would be Greece, not Sicily. Then a British submarine dropped the body of Major Martin off the coast of Spain, making it look as if he was a military courier who died in a plane crash.
Wow. Yeah. So that's where I thought it was going. When you said dead body, and then you said fake papers, I was like, oh yes, they're gonna set that up. The ocean part of it is a little extreme.
It's all borders on, of course, this is a trap. Like, how convenient. A dead guy with invasion plans.
Right.
To then, wait, do you really think they killed a guy? Do you really think they killed this Marine just to fool us? Not Marine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Because why would you believe they just picked a dead body? It's crazy.
The water part doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't have gone that route because I just think a lot of things can go wrong there.
Like it won't get found. Shark eats
Yes.
it. Shark eats them, plans over.
Or anything. I mean, just
Floats. Sinks.
anything. There must have been some strategy behind that.
Well, they knew that they wanted the Spanish to find him. So they did it like Morocco, Spain, because they knew the Spanish would turn them into Germans because they're a lazy country and they're like France. They're like, oh, you're going to invade us? Okay, here you go. Just
Right.
take it, please. Just take it.
As long as we can have our siesta.
Yes. So, so the Spanish turned it. They also picked apart. Let me find this. There's a part of it that says that the German officer, they knew it would get reported to. That was like in Spain. They knew he was super gullible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The water drop part and where they did it is a bigger part of this plan than I think we've discussed already.
Yeah, hold on. What you think? I can't find where I saw that they okay. Yeah, Adolf Klaus, okay? They had a specific target in mind for their elaborate deception. Adolf Klaus, a German spy operating in the port of Hulva on Spain's south coast. He was known to be efficient, ruthless, and extremely gullible. So one, if you know the name of a German spy, that German spy sucks.
Right.
So use that to your advantage. So they dropped...
He wasn't was he a spy or was he like a military leader? I assumed he was a military leader.
They said he was a spy. Adolf Klaus, a German spy.
Wow.
The body was dropped. The body was dropped into the sea from a Royal Navy submarine, then floated towards the coast of Spain. So they purposely floated him so he would like hit water.
Right.
I guess they got the current.
Hit the
so they wouldn't
coast, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. As hoped, Spanish authorities showed the papers to the Germans. They were completely fooled. The news was rushed to Hitler, who made the defense of Greece his top priority. He sent Rommel there, his top guy.
Wow.
The German High Command sent Panzer units there, so that was their best unit, and Hitler ordered the famed general Erwin Rommel to Athens to mastermind the battle. But there would be no battle in Greece. Instead, forces under General Bernard Montgomery and George Patton came ashore in Sicily, where German forces were ill prepared for them. Victory was made possible with the help of a man who never was.
Wow.
So I got a couple questions for you and
Okay.
some more facts.
Questions and facts. Into it.
Okay. For more than 50 years after the war, the identity of the body remained a closely held secret by the British government. In 1995, it was revealed that he was a 34-year-old homeless man named Glyndwr Michael, who committed suicide by eating rat poison. Now, here's my question.
Right.
Is Glyndwr Michael a hero?
Yes.
Because he committed suicide and was homeless and unknowingly donated his body to save the war.
Yeah, I think accidental hero.
If his relatives come out and say, "You did what?" Give him a gold star, give him a Medal of Honor, whatever they do in Britain. Does he deserve awards? Does the family deserve compensation for saving the war? If you're his long lost brother who is younger, 1995 comes out, you're, say he was 22 and 30, was 60, you're 80 years old, and you're like, yo, my brother saved everyone's lives. Give me all your money.
I'd hit him up. I'd shoot an email. Early 1995 email, yeah.
It's, hey, just read a weird article online. You used my brother in a scheme?
You dug up my brother's dead body?
Do you think if there's like an afterlife, that guy's like, hell yeah, got him?
Yeah. I bet there was some research done there. They probably were looking for a guy with absolutely no ties or anything so that nobody would be like, hey, did someone dig up that guy's body?
The message sent to Winston Churchill when they found out that Germany was moving their troops to Greece and not Sicily was mincemeat was swallowed whole.
Nice.
That makes it completely worth it that this was even put in motion.
Yeah, that was the whole end game. They reverse engineered the whole thing. They were like, we want to get to this. How do we get there?
One guy had it in mind like, ooh, the mincemeat was swallowed whole. And then what should we call this? How about mincemeat? I got mincemeat. Sounds good. Just so then he could send that line.
Yes.
And someone else sent it before him. Okay. This is the last little tidbit. Great care was taken in placing just the right items on the body to create a convincing illusion of a real person. Love letters, overdue bills, an old bus ticket, and various personal items all helped convince the Germans that he was actually genuine. They gave him a father, love letters, a whole backstory that they had novelists work on. So it was all like made sense and shit. And it was like real. That had to be a ton of fun.
I was just going to say, that sounds like your dream job. Whoever was in charge of that, like that was somebody's job. Like, all right, your mission is to get fake love letters. You have to go down to the, I don't know, who was even giving people bills? You have to go down to the blacksmith and get some fake bills.
Yeah. Just make him a total bum. This dude's never paid a bill in his life. He was a bum.
He was a bum.
He was a bum. Would you rather be the dead guy or be Hitler in this situation?
Tale as old as time. Probably the dead guy.
Would you rather be the dead guy or the German spy that got duped but lived till his old life?
I mean, like, the right answer's dead guy.
It's all about legacy.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so if you had to do a plan, a trick play in war, you got any up your sleeve?
A trick play in war. Oh, I mean, my personal tactic is the all-time. I mean, I'm just pretending to be a dead body.
Possum.
Yeah, full possum. That's my move out there.
That has to have been done where, like, they dressed up a whole truck full of, like, dead guys, and they're like, we're just driving the dead through, and they Trojan horse it and pop out and try to kill people. It's had to be attempted.
Yeah, I mean, mine. I'm sure that's been attempted. Mine would be with a lot of flair. Like, I'd want to be part of, like, a band or something. Like, be like
a band.
Yeah, like they'd be like, yo, Hitler, there's this new band that everyone loves, and they want to come in. The people want them to come in and sing them songs. So it'd be like a full-on, acting job.
Death band.
To the point where I get the main stage in front of Hitler, and then I take the shot with my gun microphone.
That's cool. So you got to research what's Hitler's favorite kind of music, and then you got to get the musicians who also have the fortitude to be spies and killers,
Right.
to learn that type of specific sound. Then you got to get a secret like record player, and like it's like underground, and it goes through the tunnels and finds its way into Hitler's. He's like, oh, this band's so good. Invite him to my birthday. Boom, dead.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Because you have to. It's the same exact game plan. It's find out whoever's Hitler's go-to guy for music, and then you find a way to get to that guy, and you have to mix in just like, oh yeah, this band's awesome. Hitler loves the saxophone. They have the best saxophonist in the world, and oh yeah, I think they hate Jews anyways, so we should add them to the team.
No, it says right here their number one song is "Hey, we hate the Jews too."
Yeah, that would have to be. It would have to be like a little more low key than that. It would be like, they've got this one song that is outstretched arm pointing up, something like that.
So you're saying you would use a microphone gun? Because what I'd do is get like the trumpet player,
Ooh,
and he's doing like a fantastic Trump solo. Hitler starts dancing a little bit, so he moved his way over to Hitler, and he's like dancing right in Hitler, and then he does a kind of like a Jack Black joke where he's playing the trumpet right in Hitler's face.
yes,
Boom, hits like the G sharp or whatever. That's actually the bullet gun.
yeah,
Hitler's dead.
super dead. Yeah, I like that.
That's cool. Maybe we should try that next time we're in World War II with Hitler.
Yeah,
Last tidbit from the story.
sure.
A guy who was a main part of this concoction, his name was Ian Fleming.
Okay,
Does that do anything for you?
not really.
That is the name of the author of the James Bond movies.
How about that?
He was in the spy game for real. There was one spy that he based like all James Bond off of, kind of.
Right.
That's pretty cool. So, pretty cool life, Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming, cool life guy.
What's your favorite of the 3 World War II trick plays you've heard? Ghost Army, Laxative Prank, or Mincemeat?
I'm a big Ghost Army guy because that's my niche.
That's cool. It was such a production,
Yeah.
but this one is like, how many? What I'm thinking is this was such a gamble. How many different trick plays did they have?
But
Like this couldn't have been the only bait they put out there to get them to Sicily, to get them to Greece and not Sicily. There had to be others that we don't know about that failed that might have been cooler, but they just didn't work.
yeah, that's true. I don't know. I guess my thing with this is that there's not a ton of risk. Like you're throwing this body out there. If the guy gets it, the guy gets it. If not, like
Yeah,
you just make another plan or you try it again. With the
only
Ghost
thing they
Army,
risked. Yeah, the only thing they risked was time.
One bad actor or one errant shot, and like you're done.
Yeah.
Like, what if there was just some dumb drunk German that was like, that army over there, I hate them. I'm just gonna send a shot over, and like, what if they shot the inflatable tank? Then it's like, oh,
Ghost Army was a huge risk. You're right. There was no risk here. All that they risked was a homeless guy was already dead, stayed dead, and that they put a lot of energy and money into a failed operation. But there had to be other operations that failed. Certainly cool though.
Yeah.
I wonder which other trick plays are like happened in like the Iraqi freedom war. Well, we'll
right,
find
because
out.
there's still total trick plays, but you find out, 40 years later.
More than that, right? 95 minus 30, 95 minus 43, 50, 55, 51 years later. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2040 when we find out.
Yeah, I feel like trick plays aren't as. I feel like trick plays now are probably more vicious.
Could be true. This is pretty unvicious.
Yeah,
like that's why it's so cool.
These were gamey. These were these were kind of fun. I feel like I'm just picturing the landscape over in like the Middle East and stuff, and I'm sure it was like, oh, this is a safe place to walk, and then bomb, dead.
Trick plays by the Iraqis were fucked. Remember that shit? They're just like bringing babies to the front lines. Like, yo, that's not a trick. That's not a trick play.
Right? That's too far.
It's not even just mean, terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll stop shooting. So also, it kind of worked.
Do you have something up your sleeve for World War II?
I mean, your band one was pretty good,
right? For on the spot.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. Nah, dude, I think I'd be pretty uncreative with it. I think I'd just like send. I don't have anything. I'm not as clever as you, I guess, when it comes to World War II trick plays.
You're dead.
Next time we do a World War II trick play, I'll think of something cool.
Okay.
Cool. All right, well, that's the end of this one. Operation Mincemeat. Cool name.
Totally.
I like the name.
Yeah, reverse engineered fully.
Yeah, they wanted to send that last
That
letter.
was the start. We want a letter to Winston Churchill saying the mincemeat was consumed or whatever it said.
I think if this guy's a hero is a big question. I think it's very easy to say he was. I think a lot of people say, no, he's just a homeless guy that died.
Yeah.
What would you want your dead body to do for you?
Interesting.
Like if you were famous, people knew your name, like we know this guy's name, only for something that happened to your dead body.
Ooh. Okay. I'm dancing around a lot of things. I got to think about this. It would be, this is a little spoiled, but it would be like, yeah, we did this random autopsy and it turns out, this guy, this guy, he, oh, no, this is getting conceited. But
were you going to say like they were like, oh, look at the brain on this guy. Such a big brain.
So I've jumped there now. I was going to start off like they found something in my body that like made people less sleepy or something. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, yeah. Now that we saw this, people only need to sleep a couple hours a day. Like they're having a blast. That was my first jump, which is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't even make much sense. And then I jumped to the brain, and I thought it would be cool if they were like, oh, yeah, this kid, he had a big blank lobe, and that makes you have more self-deprecating jokes. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'd want my dead body to go to the moon and just hang out there. Like
just live there.
Yeah, like on a lawn chair holding an American flag sign. I was the gatekeeper of the moon. for all future armies that come. Like, nope, America's here.
Nope.
James O'Brien, born in 1989, he's there. What did he do during his life? Was he an astronaut? No. He just was a dead body we chose to guard the moon.
This is my moon.
This is my moon. That's what I would want my dead body to make me famous for.
Hey, we haven't movie fight in a while. If you're doing this movie, which would be a good one, I think you could have a lot of good shticks in there. I mean, you can even tie in that, like, the homeless guy is somebody that was known by somebody who had this idea, and spin it. Like, give me some actors and some names. Full comedy movie, right?
Yeah, because you got the writer's room giving this guy his life. Like that really tall British guy from Hall Pass. He's from other things. I can't think of his name.
Okay. Stephen Merchant?
Yeah, he's a writer in the writer's room.
Okay.
And he's getting so into giving, ooh, maybe we could have him do this. It's a bit naughty.
You don't want him as one of the actors, though.
What do you mean?
You do or you don't?
No, I want him writing the dead guy's stuff, like his love letters and stuff. Like he's one of the
So
concoctors.
he is in the movie.
He's acting as a writer of the scheme.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was writing the movie. I was like,
No.
It's already laid out.
When I meant the writers, I meant the people in the movie that are writing the background and the backstory.
Okay.
Like he keeps bringing a bunch of sick ideas. Like we don't need all that.
Okay. So he's pushing that. Who would be a good? Who's the gullible spy? Because that's a character you have to have a lot of fun with.
Yeah. Who's like a Mr. Bean, but not like a real, a more taken seriously. I'm trying to think of British actors, so that's tough.
Well, no, that would be a Spanish character, right? In the body.
No.
Off.
No, he was a German spy that was working out of Spain.
Ah, okay.
Like Michael Scott-esque character would crush that. Like Steve Carell would probably do a really good job.
Yeah, that's kind of a good call. 2 Stevens so far.
There you go. I don't know. How many other characters do you have?
In my head, I want the dead body to be someone, but no.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Because, yeah, they have to be dead the whole time. It's not like Weekend at Bernie's.
What an acting job. I've never even thought about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. The actor that played Bernie in Weekend at Bernie's?
It's a hell of a performance.
What a bizarre acting job. You just show up to set and go limb for 12 hours?
Yeah, man. And sometimes you dance.
That's a crazy acting job.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, I think we're good on Operation Mincemeat. We'll be back with another story next week. You have any closing thoughts?
Didn't love the name until the final part, which made it make sense. But, yeah, it's kind of fun, creative.
Yeah, and worked, and saved everyone's lives.
Kind of.
Well, saved a lot of people's lives who would have died invading Sicily.
Right.
Got Mussolini out the picture.
Boop.
See you, Muzi. All right. Thanks for listening. This has been Last from the Past. We'll be back with you next Tuesday. Go follow us on Instagram. Subscribe, rate, review, all that stuff. Bye. Thanks.